Wembanyama with a bucket.
And once he gets deep enough positioning, there's not much you can do to stop Wemby.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. SGA covering. Shoots it from the high post. Hartenstein. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Wembanyama down low. Holmgren's there. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of rosters filled with talent, experience, desire, all built to win championships. I think you can say the same thing about this team.
Here's Hartenstein over Kessel. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist by SGA.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Fox finds Vassell. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Wembanyama driving to the basket. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish. Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Here's Castle. And he buries his first look.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Thunder with a lead. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end, and as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside, he has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Here's SGA. The Spurs making their last shot. And SGA throws it down hard.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. San Antonio, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell, and it's Harper in for Castle. A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Barnes, Wiggins with a steal. Here's Mitchell, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Fox. Soft touch off the glass. Fox has got 5 now.
Well, that's good offense. Fox converts the high percentage look.
Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass on the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Fox, here we go. And Fox powers it home.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now here's Wembanyama. Give him 8.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Mitchell against Fox. The drive by Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Wembanyama with it. Williams defending. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. 20 seconds left in the opening quarter. Joe, nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Pass to Wembanyama. There's the steal. it away. From deep, Harper. No good. Would have counted had it gone. No shortage of scoring here at the end. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Chet Holmgren out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Isaiah Joe. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Williams in at the 5.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Here's Joe. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Spurs trail by 9. Castle with it. Now Wiggins defending. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Vassell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, Stan, Devin Vassell, a proven scorer, now with some experience under his belt. What do you make of him?
Well, he's definitely an interesting player, B.A. The important thing for him is focusing on taking more high-percentage shots.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for OKC. The 3 from Holmgren. Vassell with the rebound. Spurs trail by 8. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Stolen by Wiggins. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
A strong play by Vassell inside. Getting him a look this close is almost a sure bucket.
Mitchell, the pass to Wallace. Shoots over Vassell. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Castle attacking, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And this rookie Castle is smooth on the drive. Can't give him any space in the lane.
And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Johnson comes in for Castle. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Wallace. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
Pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
Now here's Wembanyama. 12 points for him. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist by SGA. SGA's got 3 assists tonight. Spurs trail by 8. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. Knocks it loose. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And here we have the leading defensive teams in the league after the All-Star break. The Thunder 4th.
Since the break, here's a team that has locked up their opponents, playing with passion defensively.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And Hartenstein gets it to go. Hartenstein's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams in the post. He's guarded by Vassell. Pass to Holmgren. Clock at 6. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Fox up top. Outside Johnson. The 3 from Wembanyama. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Williams. No good that time. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the 3rd quarter right after this.
And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like? And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Thunder.
This bench,
And that is going to do it for us.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Stand the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down 3-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Pass to Champagnie. Inside, deflects the pass. SGA with a steal. Now here's Williams. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Fox. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort. Vassell against Williams. San Antonio moving the ball around. And he banks in the layup.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 2-point game. Vassell with the rebound. And time with a little over a minute gone by. The second half is underway. Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now. Spurs trail by 6. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
Well, I love that dish. Wembanyama is so unselfish.
The Thunder have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Hartenstein. That shot missing. Wembanyama with some nice D. It's Fox with a drive. Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think his defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You take a look at the Thunder. Final stretch of the season, they've got the #1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up. And of course for the Spurs, and they're right behind them, trying to overtake them if they can.
Well, right now for the Spurs, they have to be proud of what they accomplished so far. But they also feel they've left some wins on the table and that their best basketball is yet to come. And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
Pass to Champagny. Here's Wembanyama. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Nice shot by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 26.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean looks.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
What a swat. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
Count that bucket.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Thunder trail by 4. Outside, SGA. Pass to Williams. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it. And while we have a moment, a look at the top rookie passers in the second half of the season so far. Stephon Castle, #1.
You see the progress as the season's going on. His command of the offense just continues to grow.
Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wallace comes in for Holmgren, and Joe subbed in for Dort. Out of bounds, it'll be Thunder ball.
Oklahoma City ball.
The Thunder have gone cold here in this third quarter, just 3 of 9. SGA passes to Joe. Over Castle. Misses off the left iron. And it's San Antonio's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Knocked loose. And stolen by Williams. From 20 feet. 2 points. That one goes. Joe's got 6. Here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you guys.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Yeah, Wimby closes the gap so fast with his length. He's a different defender from the rest.
That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Spurs lead by 4. 29 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Well, Wembanyama came into the league as a 3-level scorer, and he's only getting better.
And it's Shea hitting the 3.
Alexander.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Outside Wembanyama. And he drops it in from the low post. 34 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Williams misses. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. How about his shot blocking? He's been an intimidating... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. Isaiah Joe is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Williams in at the center position, locking down the middle. And that one drops.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's Mitchell. He's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And it's Holmgren missing. San Antonio leading by 5. It's Barnes on the wing. Williams defending. It's Barnes on the wing. Pass to Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Banked it in off the glass.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. SGA comes in for Mitchell. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Outside Barnes. To the middle. Cornette can't hit. Thunder trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, if Fox gets within touching distance of the rim, he's not taking any chances.
The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Cornette with a rebound.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Harper, sweet little floater. And it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Wallace. Pulls it from the top of the key. Rebound by San Antonio.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
That's what he wanted!
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And the Spurs with some changes. Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Champagnie comes in for Barnes. And Castle subbed in for Harper. Then for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Wallace. And it's Lou Dort in for Joe.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all three levels.
Now Fox. Right side, Wembanyama. Cleared away by Hartenstein. Thunder trail by 9. Now pass to Williams. SGA. Oh, missed on the tray.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Dort with a steal. Ooh, the toughness of Holmgren.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
San Antonio leading by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Vassell outside. SGA with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Outside Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. 5 to shoot. 17-footer on the way. Cleared away by Dort. And it's Dort with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hartenstein goes.
San Antonio.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Wembanyama with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there it is!
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
He got it.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
The Thunder have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Holmgren drives in. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Wembanyama. Oh, it doesn't go.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And that's the strength you want to see from Holmgren down low.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
That's how you protect the lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
A lefty who is lightning quick. De'Aaron Fox is one of the toughest covers in the league. The development of his three-point shot has been big because it forces you to come out to him.
Cash!
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Wembanyama. Count it! And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy.